Hello everyone. I am Fernavliz. I am a Splatoon 2 player and I like to throw curling bombs. I'm not an expert on them, but I'm still going to try to do a general tutorial on curling bombs. From the basics up to some tips that may be useful in certain cases. Section number 1, Basics. First part, I will cover the basics of the curling bombs. First, to launch a curling bomb is with the R button. The bomb will be thrown in front of where you are aiming and it will go in a straight line. Note, even if your character is looking any other direction, the bomb will be thrown in front of where you are facing. If you hold down the R button, you hold the bomb, and when you release it, the bomb will travel less distance and also will take less time to detonate. The bomb drops on its own after you hold it for 1.1 seconds. When you throw the curling bomb without holding it, it takes 3.6 seconds to explode from the moment it is held, traveling a long distance. When you hold the bomb the entire time, it takes 2.6 seconds to explode from the moment it is held, traveling a very short distance. If you drop it somewhere in between, it will explode at a time in between and also at a distance in between. You don't have to worry about the exact times. With practice, you will be able to estimate the time you need without having to think too much about it. Note, if you hold it for just a moment, you throw the curling bomb at a convenient middle distance. I throw it like that a lot. Second part, things that affect the movement of the curling bomb. Just like when throwing other bombs, the movement of the left stick on your controller will affect where the curling bomb is thrown relative to your crosshair. Here's an example with the splat bombs. It's similar with curling bombs. Example, if the stick goes to the right, the bomb will be thrown diagonally to the right, and diagonally left if the stick moves to the left at the time of launching. The trajectory of the curling bomb is affected by ramps and the slope of the terrain. If you swim forward while throwing the curling bomb, it will go further. It's very subtle, but the same thing happens if you're walking forward. Curling bombs bounce off walls in a straight line. The exit angle with respect to the point to the rebound wall is the same as the entry angle. Bomb trajectory is not affected if it passes through enemies, dealing 20% damage. The curling bomb also doesn't interact with your teammates, and it will bypass your teammates without dealing damage. Section 2, the use of curling bombs. Since curling bombs leaves a line of ink, you can use this to move quickly around the map. Note, because all players know about this detail, many anticipate the curling bombs and shoots in the path of the curling bomb, trying to catch whoever is swimming behind the curling bomb. You can use this knowledge as a distraction in certain cases. The curling bomb is a slow preparation bomb. It takes time to activate and requires your attention compared to other bombs. Therefore, for proper use, it is required to have the ability to anticipate the movement of enemies. It is important to know the map and to know the narrow paths where the rivals pass more frequently on the map. The advantage of the curling bombs is that, if you know how to throw them well, you know the point where it will explode, unlike the rival that won't know where it will explode, and has to watch this and try to predict where it will go, and at most it will barely evade the curling bomb. Other bombs are thrown at their target, and upon reaching the target it takes time to explode, giving the opponent time to get away. If possible, always throw the curling bomb from where they cannot see where it was thrown. Identify points of interest on the map, whether it's where the enemy will pass through, where they may set up an ambush, or where the enemy is going to protect the objective. Just like any other bombs, you can use the curling bombs to negate those enemy positions. Look for the spots where you can bounce the curling bombs. This can help you throwing the curling bomb from a safe spot. Use the curling bombs to protect your flank when you're on the move. 1. Either you launch it ahead of time to a point where you can be ambushed, or 2. Whether you are going down a narrow path where you have to walk a certain distance without being able to swim or turn back easily. In a nutshell, your goal with the curling bombs is to predict and anticipate the enemy, to deny them the advantage using your curling bombs, or to cover some of your flanks of your future movement, using your curling bombs. Section 3, Small Details. The Inkling or Octoling is right-handed and always throws with the right hand. Be careful when throwing the curling bomb, as you may inadvertently bounce it off a wall on your character's right side. Despite what people say, curling bombs can be thrown at places that are considered high according to certain players. The maximum height at which you can launch a curling bomb long-distance throw is just above your character's head when jumping to the maximum height. If it's a short curling bomb throw that's held the entire time, then it's just above your character's arm height when jumping to maximum height. Tips for throwing curling bombs at high places. 1. When you throw to a high part, move the left stick forward to give the bomb a little more height and speed. This is especially true with the short throws of these bombs. 2. Don't stick to the wall when throwing the curling bomb, as your character's arm will hit the wall and the curling bomb will bounce off the wall instead of going up. So keep your distance from the wall so you can throw it properly. The character throws the bomb from a little above half of his total height, that is where his arm is. When you jump from high places, use this knowledge to try to get to unexpected places with these bombs. The curling bomb is quieter compared to other bombs, and people don't usually react quick enough to them. If you get behind a corner and you know an enemy is coming at you, set up a short curling bomb, and you might catch them completely by surprise. Like the other bombs, the curling bombs explode on contact with brellas and on enemy splash walls, also called ink curtains or barricades in Spanish. With this knowledge, you can throw them directly at these and you may blow up a poorly positioned enemy or even a teammate of that enemy. It's hard, but if an enemy comes with a brella, try to bounce the curling bomb off some wall behind the brella and hit the brella in the back, so it explodes behind the brella and splat them. Section 4, Some Tricks. You can cancel the curling bomb throw by pressing the ZL button to swim. Use this if you want to adjust your position or your timing if you think you're badly positioned. If you have a splashdown and you do it at the right time, right after the splashdown, you can hold a curling bomb to try to surprise a nearby enemy. Sometimes it's worth jumping after the splashdown if you want to dodge some momentary enemy shots for a bit. When you're running away, Anticipate the alleys where you're going to make a 90-degree turn, aim the curling bomb a certain distance and anticipation, so while running away and turning around, the curling bomb bounce back at 180 degrees and go towards the enemy, effectively covering your retreat. You may even get some splats this way. Similar tactics also work with improvised bounces. Take advantage of those opportunities and go to the side of the curling bomb in such a way that the enemy that is chasing you is within the explosion radius of the curling bomb. Take advantage of the high places where the enemy cannot see that you are holding the curling bomb, either to leave it on that high position, or to throw it below. People don't usually expect short curling bombs from high places on the map. In tower control, there is a way to drop the curling bomb on the tower platform. Hold the curling bomb until you are close to dropping it, then jump off the tower while aiming at it. The curling bomb should throw itself and fall on that tower platform and its entire path will be on it. This is a good tactic, if you know that someone with a close range weapon wants to surprise you and take the tower. This same tactic also works for similar tall and short platforms from many maps in this game. The tower has a pillar in the middle that you can use to throw a short curling bomb behind your crosshairs. You can use this to throw a short curling bomb behind you in case you need to retreat quickly, or also when you're facing a case where two enemies are coming at you, one in front of you and one behind you. Many specials destroy bombs, including curling bombs. Examples of this are the splashdown, the ultra stamp, etc. The baller, or as I call it, the hamster ball, does not destroy the curling bomb, so if you have the chance and good aim, you can put a curling bomb where the hamster ball intends to explode, and when it explodes, your curling bomb it will surprise the rival will be splated. When throwing a curling bomb relatively close to the enemy, try to shoot at the enemy, so that your shots distract the enemy. Always try to make the enemy run away from your shots but towards the side where you previously aimed your curling bomb. Remember to try to control your enemies with your shots. If you see two parallel walls that are close to each other and cover a flank, you can launch a curling bomb perpendicular to the wall, so that it bounces between the two walls, and you know this bomb will protect this flank. Section 5, Advanced. I'm going to leave this section blank for when a worthy curling bomb master arrives, who will surely correct the nonsense I said in this tutorial, and also delight us by showing off his slasher skills. Hopefully this master can teach us all how to be better with these. I know this all sounded complicated. The important thing is to have fun with these curling bombs. Never forget to have fun when using these bombs, don't be afraid to be creative. Well, that's all from me. It was a pleasure doing this tutorial, and sorry for making it so boring. I don't have much experience doing tutorials, and I can improve this one if needed. Have fun with the curling bombs, and until next time. By the way, subscribe to the Swordfishy channel. That channel creates very interesting music inspired by the world of Splatoon, according to the description of that channel.